Hey guys, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and today we're going to be doing a little simple project. We're going to be making a multi-use wooden tube using bevel cuts over on the table saw. I have a 1/2 inch shipping crate slat here. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but I'm kind of leaning toward it's pine. I've got it marked down in 3 sections. We're going to make a 10-inch tube, but let me cut this down into 10-inch strips on the miter saw, and then we're going to head over to the table saw. Okay, over here at the table saw, this is a recent addition to the shop. Let's raise the blade just a little bit. You don't want it to go too much past the wood. Alright. Now the key to this whole project is the bevel cut, and what we need to do is set this to 12 degrees and lock it down. You can see the blade. Hopefully you can see this. The blade is kind of pointed towards this way to my left, but this is the key to making the wooden tube, and I've got the rip fence set up to just 1/2 inch from it to make the first cut. When doing this, you want to get your first bevel cut around all of these, and that's what I'm going to do on these 3 pieces, just on one side, and then we'll reset the rip fence to 3/4 inches away, and then we'll continue doing all of our bevel cuts. Okay, my first bevel cuts is along the side of these 3 pieces of wood. That is my starting point. So for the next cut, I'm going to flip this over to where the bevel is going this way toward the fence. Go through, and every time you go through, flip the wood over, because you want to have a shape kind of like this when you get done. And that's going to help us make the wooden tube. But you'll go through, flip it, go through until you run out of wood, then go to your next piece. But I think you need, it's either 15 or 16 strips. The rip fence is set to 3/4 inches away from the blade. The bevel cut is still at a solid 12 degrees. So let's get these down into strips, and we'll go over to assembling our wooden tube. Over here at my workbench, I have my level laid down to use as a straight edge to line all these wooden strips up. Hopefully you can see this, the bevels we just cut over on the table saw, but I have some clear packing tape laid down, sticky side up. I'm sure if you've seen a lot of my woodworking videos, I'm a huge fan of clear packing tape. We are going to take the wooden strips, and you'll notice there is a wide side and a narrow side to the strip. What you want to do is lay it down on the wide side on the clear packing tape, press it down, make sure the tape grabs, and then take the next one also and use the wide side and butt it right up to that other one. And then you kind of create this channel, and that's where we're going to put some wood glue to hold everything together. So let me get all these strips laid down and glued on them, and then what I'm going to do is wrap them up in a tube and put a final strip of glue along the final edge and wrap everything together into a wooden tube. Here is the wooden tube. It is now drying from the wood glue. You can see right here on the inside some glue squeeze out, and got some glue squeeze out coming through the tape. I stood it up, wrapped it around, and it connected, and then I wrapped some more tape around it just to hold it securely. But I'm gonna leave this out here in the shop for a few hours, let it dry, and then we'll come back to it. The wooden tube is now complete. You can finish it however you want to. You can paint it, you can stain it, or whatever. This is just a bigger practice version for me. I have actually made 2 5-inch wooden tubes earlier to get some more practice in over on the table saw, but my plans is to make a wooden tube that's maybe 4 or 5 foot long. I know I'm going to need help folding that up into the tube shape, but I want to make like a pirate's cannon do for a yard decoration, and I might turn it into like a planter or something. I don't know yet, but I call this a multi-use wooden tube because you can make several different things out of this. I've seen people make a wooden tube, put a bottom on it, put resin in it, and make flower pots out of them. That'd be a good thing to do with these little 5-inch tubes. I've seen people make decorative tankards and mugs out of them. Of course, you can't drink out of them, I don't think, with resin. I've never worked with resin, so I wouldn't know what the chemicals and all are in that. But I've seen people also go over to the scroll saw and cut out a handle and glue that on it, and then take a wood burner and decorate them. But you could also make this and make it taller and make it a lighthouse. Lots of multi-uses for this, but I hope what I've showed you today will actually give you courage to go and try to make a wooden tube. But that's all for today. As always, thank you for watching. Please continue to like and share my videos. If you haven't already, I'd really love if you'd subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more content. Take care, and God bless.